What happens when you pack a huge 7,500 milliamp hour battery into a compact 6.32-inch flat display? Hey everyone, this is the brand new OnePlus 15T. I've spent quite a bit of time putting it through its paces, and today I'm sharing my experience with this small screen powerhouse. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Before diving in, let's quickly look back at the OnePlus 15T. That device made waves as the first to feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip paired with an impressive 6,250 mAh battery. Its biggest strengths were outstanding battery life and strong gaming performance in a compact flat screen form. But many people felt it was a bit one-dimensional, focused heavily on performance and endurance, while skipping features like ultrasonic unlocking and wireless charging. With only 80 watts wired charging and IP65 protection, it left some users, especially professionals, a bit hesitant. Now, after using the OnePlus 15T, I can sum it up in just 2 words: seriously impressive. What used to feel like an unbalanced device has now evolved. It keeps its core strengths while finally fixing the missing pieces. After using it, it really feels like a complete, well-rounded flagship. On paper, the specs are powerful. It's among the first to feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen5 processor, delivering benchmark scores above 4.45 million. Battery life gets a massive boost too, jumping from 6,250 mAh to 7,500 mAh. That's an extra 1,250 mAh, which is a big leap. Charging has also been upgraded. The older 80-watt wired charging is now 100 watts, and you also get 50-watt wireless charging. The fingerprint scanner is now a 3D ultrasonic sensor, and the phone supports full IP66, IP68, IP69, and even IP69K protection. Basically, all the previous shortcomings have been addressed. Now let's talk about the display, because this is where things get really exciting. It still features a 165Hz ultra-high refresh rate, but the bezels are insanely thin. Looking at the front, the borders are almost invisible, more like a fine black line than an actual bezel. The thickness comes in at just 1.1 millimeters, with perfectly symmetrical edges on all sides. Honestly, I didn't fully appreciate this during the launch event, but once I held it in my hand, it completely changed my perspective. It looks stunning. In terms of design, it sticks to a familiar formula. You still get the 6.32-inch compact flat screen, and the back carries OnePlus's signature metal cube camera module. The camera setup includes a 50-megapixel main sensor and a 50-megapixel 3.5x periscope telephoto lens, which is a nice upgrade for zoom performance. The color I have is called Healing White Chocolate. Under sunlight, it looks like a clean, pure white. The frame is made of high-quality aluminum with an oxidized finish, paired with a glass back. The phone weighs 196.5 grams, and in hand, it feels incredibly smooth and warm, almost like touching ceramic. The back panel feels even lighter than the frame and does a great job resisting fingerprints. This is definitely a phone you'll want to use without a case. And speaking as both a reviewer and a daily user, I mostly use the OnePlus 15T without a case during testing. The smooth texture feels amazing, and even after extended use, it doesn't look dirty or smudged. Interestingly, even the official case has a texture very close to the bare phone, so using it doesn't really ruin the feel. Coming back to the display, those ultra-narrow bezels really enhance the viewing experience. After using it for a while, you almost stop noticing the borders entirely. It feels like the screen just blends into the edges. The panel itself is a 6.32-inch 1.5K flat display with a typical brightness of 800 nits and peak brightness reaching 1800 nits. Outdoors, visibility is excellent, even though the camera doesn't fully capture how bright it looks to the eyes. Now, let's get into performance, which is what most people care about. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen5 is built on TSMC's 3rd gen process, featuring 2 4.6 GHz supercores and 6 3.62 GHz performance cores. Compared to the previous generation, it delivers around 20% better performance and 35% improved efficiency, while reducing power consumption by roughly 20%. On top of that, OnePlus adds its Windrush gaming kernel and Ice Core cooling system 3.0 to balance performance and thermals. In daily gaming, the biggest thing I noticed was how well it controls heat. Even with a case on, the phone never felt uncomfortably hot, which is rare in this category. During testing, I played titles like Genshin Impact and Star Iron. In Genshin Impact, with max settings and super resolution enabled, the phone averaged 120.4 FPS over 30 minutes with power consumption around 4.3 watts. The frame rate graph was almost a straight line, super stable. Temperatures stayed at 34 degrees Celsius on the front and 33 degrees Celsius on the back. In the star iron test, running at up to 90 FPS, the average came out to 89.5 FPS with 6.1 watts power consumption. Even here, performance stayed consistent, though you can see the limits of the hardware. Temperatures were still controlled at around 34.4 degrees Celsius front and 36.8 degrees Celsius back. For Peacekeeper Elite, the system defaults to 165 Hz refresh rate, and after 30 minutes of gameplay, it was incredibly smooth. Compared to 120 Hz, the responsiveness and input latency are noticeably better. You can actually react faster and track enemies more easily. This is a real physical advantage, just like why high-end PC monitors go up to 300 Hz or more. Thermals remain solid here as well. And in honor of kings, the OnePlus 15T supports a unique 144 Hz mode, which is rare in its class. In my testing, it maintained a stable 144 FPS throughout, delivering a super smooth experience without draining too much battery. Finally, let's talk about connectivity. Whether you're in a basement, a crowded library, or any environment with weak signals, OnePlus's network new phone technology ensures stronger and more stable connections. Wi-Fi range is better, wall penetration is stronger, and overall network performance feels more reliable. All things considered, the OnePlus 15T delivers a top-tier gaming and performance experience. From smooth gameplay to excellent thermals and strong connectivity, it really checks all the boxes. Now let's talk about battery life, because this is where things get really interesting. I wanted to really push that massive 7,500 milliamp hour Glacier battery and see what it can actually do in real life. So I tested the OnePlus 15T over 2 full days, simulating different types of users. On day 1, I played the role of an early rising office worker, following a typical daily routine with a bit of light to moderate gaming. At 8:30 in the morning, the phone was fully charged at 100%. Honestly, it had been a while since I woke up that early. All the display settings were left on default with auto brightness enabled. Even though I was pretending to be productive, let's be real, I ended up lying down and watching videos. So yes, I guess I'm officially a working professional now. After 2 hours, the battery had only dropped by 11%, which was already impressive. Then I headed out to run some errands, and like any true internet addict, I used every spare moment, even in the taxi, to scroll and watch content. By lunchtime, the battery was still at 86%. Since the morning only involved video watching and some light messaging work, a 14% drop is basically nothing. I don't usually take naps after lunch, so I kept going, watching more videos and playing a bit of Genshin Impact. In the afternoon, I went out to shoot some outdoor footage, taking a lot of photos and videos, which obviously consumes more power. I also simulated about an hour of video calls, like meetings or chatting with a partner, except I don't have one, so I ended up talking to myself, which felt pretty awkward. After that, I spent some time browsing videos to see what other creators were doing. By 6 p.m., which is typically when people finish work, I checked the phone and still had 47% battery left. The screen on time speaks for itself. That 7,500 milliamp hour battery really delivers. It just keeps going. Later, I went to the gym, mostly using the phone for music, relaxing, and watching videos, and even snapped a few decent photos. By 9 p.m., the battery was down to 25%. Then I got curious, how long would it take to actually shut down completely? So I kept pushing it, and honestly, I was surprised by how slowly it drained toward the end. When it hit 1%, the phone automatically switched into an ultra power-saving mode, where only calls and WeChat are available. At that final 1%, I turned the brightness all the way up, played videos, and even turned on the flashlight just to drain it faster. I was so determined to capture the exact shutdown moment that I actually drained my camera battery first. At one point, I even started wondering if this phone had some kind of hidden backup power. Next, I tested the charging speed. Using the original 100 watts fast charger, it went from 1% to 80% in just 40 minutes, and then took another 15 minutes to reach 100%. So a full charge in 55 minutes, which is faster than I expected. Honestly, for normal daily use, this phone can easily last through the entire first half of the day and beyond. My usage was already more relaxed compared to typical office workers in China, where casually using your phone during work hours might actually get you in trouble. Add in the 100 watts fast charging and battery anxiety basically disappears. But this is also a performance-focused device built for gaming. So on day 2, I switched roles and became a heavy gamer. I pushed it hard with games like Genshin Impact, Star Iron, and PUBG Mobile, all running in performance mode with the 165Hz refresh rate enabled. Starting at 10:30 a.m., I jumped straight into Genshin Impact with max graphics and 120Hz. After 3 hours of continuous play, the battery dropped by 30%. Then I moved on to Peacekeeper Elite, again pushing the 165Hz mode, and kept playing until 5 p.m. with 27% battery remaining. Considering the sustained heavy load, that's actually quite impressive. After that, I played Star Iron for another hour with max settings and super frame enabled. The battery dropped to 10%, but what really stood out was that even at low battery, the game still maintained a stable 90 FPS. So not only does the OnePlus 15T last long, it also keeps performance consistent even when power is low. By 6:30 p.m., I realized I had been gaming non-stop under high load, and the phone still held up better than expected. I originally thought I'd need to charge it earlier in the day, but it made it all the way through. For heavy gamers, this is seriously reassuring. On top of that, you get both 100-watt wired and 50-watt wireless fast charging. There's also a bypass charging feature, which means when you're gaming while plugged in, the power goes directly to the phone instead of the battery. This helps reduce heat and prevents battery wear over time. Now let's move on to the camera. This time, the OnePlus 15T upgrades to a 3.5x periscope telephoto lens, which noticeably improves zoom capabilities. With Lumo imaging, both portraits and landscapes come out looking good, even without much effort. Most of my shots were taken casually without special angles, and the results were still quite solid. Low-light color reproduction looks natural, and text remains sharp and readable. That said, photography isn't the main focus here, so it still falls slightly behind top-tier camera flagships in the same category. But for everyday use, it's more than capable. On the software side, ColorOS 16 delivers a smooth and polished experience. Features like Smart Zoom and split-screen multitasking are very practical. The AI assistant Xiaobu memory is another standout feature. With just one tap, it can recognize and record key information from images, text, and videos, including important meeting details. It also supports AI writing, real-world conversations, and the Fluid Cloud Capsule, which can display useful info like pickup codes for food or packages. It's a very complete and convenient system. So overall, using this phone as a casual office user, the first thing that stood out was the almost endless battery life. For the first time, I didn't even think about battery percentage. The system felt smooth and easy to use, and the in-hand feel of the device is honestly one of the best reasons to recommend it as a daily driver. You really should try it in a store. It feels like holding polished jade, and once you pick it up, it's hard to put down. But of course, that's not an excuse to slack off at work. From a gamer's perspective, the powerful performance and excellent thermal control really stand out. The 165Hz ultra-high refresh rate gives you a real edge in fast-paced games, and that massive 7500 mAh battery acts like a fuel tank, constantly supporting the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen5 at full strength. At the end of the day, whether you're using it for daily tasks or intense gaming sessions, the OnePlus 15T sets a new benchmark for battery life in compact phones. It also doesn't ignore photography, offering Lumo imaging and strong zoom capabilities. While it's not a full flagship camera system, it's definitely good enough to capture great shots of your everyday moments. In conclusion, the OnePlus 15T has completely moved past its old, one-sided reputation. Calling it a well-rounded performer is absolutely fair. It delivers big screen level performance and battery life while refining the flagship experience into a compact form. If you're looking for a small phone with ultra-thin bezels, long-lasting battery, and top-tier gaming performance, this is definitely worth checking out, whether online or in-store. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.